Lisa Briggs with the Roost Company is here taking your plant and garden questions. The number to call 608-270-9933. Some nice plants you brought today.
It's yellow. We needed some brightness today.
Absolutely. The weekend was nice, but...
The weekend was beautiful and busy, but now this just is... Ugh.
Yeah, for a week or so at least.
It'll pass.
It'll pass. Let's get to the calls. We'll start with Lori from Cambridge. Hi, Lori. What's your question?
Yeah, I have a question about, I have a lot of African violets, and I transplanted them, and they seem to get all these black bugs all the time. Is there a way of getting rid of them?
Well, if the bugs are in your soil, it's one of two things. If they're sort of white and kind of flying around, those are fungus gnats, and you can treat those with a product called mosquito bits. If it's some other kind of bug, then I would use some of the little systemic capsules. Bear Advanced makes them, and you put as many in based on the size of your pot, and you just put it in the soil, and it sort of goes into the soil and into the plant and will kill anything that's living in there.
Okay. Let's go to Jim now in Reedsburg. Hi, Jim. What's your question?
Hi. There's different opinions. My neighbor thinks that we have some lilac bushes that need trimming, and they were saying that you trim them before they bloom, yet we had another person who said you trim them after they bloom.
If you trim them before they flower, you're going to trim off the flowers. So the best time to prune lilacs or to trim them is when the flowers are done, soon after that. And then that gives them time to make flower buds for the following year.
So the buds are set in the fall?
Buds are set in the summer, actually.
Okay.
Flower buds are set in the summer.
All right. Let's go to Rosalie in Janesville. Hi, Rosalie.
Hi. I have a question on lilacs also. I'd like to know the name of some old-fashioned lilacs that are sweet-smelling.
The most fragrant of the old-fashioned lilacs is one that's called Beauty of Moscow. And it is a pale pink double that gets white, and it is the most fragrant. I also like, if you like a dark purple, there's one called Yankee Doodle that is also very good.
And they're still for sale?
We have Yankee Doodle. We do not have Beauty of Moscow this year, but it is the sweetest smelling.
Beauty of Moscow.
Beauty of Moscow.
As it were. All right, let's go to Pat.
I know, I'm sorry, but it's a good lilac.
Let's go to Pat in Madison. Hi, Pat.
Hi. My question is that I was unable to trim my bushes out in front of the house because of a fracture, and I want to know if it's still okay to trim them now. They're evergreen bushes.
If you can wait until later in the spring, the best time to prune evergreens, especially those little foundation planting ones like yews and junipers, is sort of at the end of June or early July. If they're kind of in the way and they're creating a hazard or blocking your windows and they're not safe, you can go and sort of selectively take out the parts that are taller, but any shearing or shaping, you'd want to wait till the end of June.
Okay, do we have time for one more?
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Robert in Madison. Hi, Robert. What's your question?
So last fall I had some mums, and somebody told me that if I save them over the winter and put them back out in the spring, they'll come back to life. Do I need to plant them in the ground? Do I need to trim them? Is that all true?
Well, the mums that you get at the end of the summer are not as hardy as some of the mums that you buy in the spring. And generally what we have people do is plant them in the fall and then cover them up. You get better luck. With these, I mean, it's worth a try if you've got them. I've trimmed back any dead growth and plant them in pots and see what happens.
All right, we're out of time. If you're on the line, stay there. Lisa will talk to you off the air. We'll see you next week.
Oh, yep.